Hey, my name is John Wilborn. I am a fat loss and body transformation specialist, which pretty much means that I help individuals lose more weight, reclaim their energy, help them tone up, and reclaim their confidence that they probably lost while they were unfit and unhealthy. And I do that in a very efficient amount of time. And today, we are gonna talk about some of the stuff that the fitness industry, the big billion-dollar companies don't want you to know, and the reason why you're probably not losing weight and you're probably not toning up the way that you want to. So let's talk about it. Let's kind of break it down a little bit, and let me teach you a few things that's really going to help you later on. Now, what you see here is you see kind of like a reverse pyramid, right? Basically, what we're going to be talking about is what do you need to focus on in order for you to make that fat loss goal a reality, okay? And the biggest problem that people run into is that they focus so much on these two things that it drives them crazy. They don't see the results they're expecting. They don't see the results that they're looking for. And what happens is they start going into this cycle of, diets don't work. Maybe I should try paleo this time. Maybe I should do low carb. Maybe I should do high fat. Maybe I should do no fat. Maybe I should do fasting, intermittent fasting. Maybe I should eat 6 meals a day. Maybe I should meal prep on Sundays. You start seeing where I'm going with this. You get into this weird cycle of feeling frustrated, right? Feeling defeated because you're not seeing the results you want, and you feel like you're putting all this time and effort in and nothing's happening. Well, I can promise you that nutrition and caloric deficits and eating less and moving more, right? Strength training, all of this stuff combined will and has to cause you to lose weight if you're doing it properly. And the biggest issue you're running into is that you're not focusing on these guys in order. So when it comes to losing weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. There's no way around it. You can't eat more than your maintenance calories for the day and lose weight at the same time. So let's just say, use a different marker here, that your maintenance calories for the day is 2,500. You can't eat 2,600, 2,500, 2,700 calories and lose weight. It just can't happen. Your body just won't burn off the extra energy. You're eating too much energy. Now, if you do this and eat 2,000 calories every day, your body will burn your excess fat. And if you do a caloric deficit of 500, right? 2,500 minus 2,000 is 500. If you eat a caloric deficit of 500 7 days in a row, you will lose about a pound a week, right? So, how do I know that? You have to be in a deficit of 3,500 calories in order to burn 1 pound. So if you do 500 calories 7 times, it's 3,500 calories, okay? Now, if you don't do this, nothing is going to happen for you. Not a single pound will be lost, unfortunately, right? Now, macros. Now, I promise you do know what macros are. Macronutrients are proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of those things before. Now, what do those do? Well, carbohydrates give you energy, fat gives you energy, protein gives you muscle building energy, right? So it gives you the ability to build more muscle tissue. It's really important for your cells and cell regeneration. Fat is needed for proper cell health and proper cell regeneration. So if you're not eating any fat, you have super low energy. It's probably why. And carbohydrates is a quick source of energy. It regulates your blood sugar, and it gives your muscles energy to do stuff like strength training, right? So all three are important. You shouldn't be neglecting any of them. If you're doing a low-fat diet, probably not the best move. If you're doing a low-carb diet, probably not the best move. And if you're not getting enough protein, it's probably not the best move. So moral of the story is eat a little bit of all three of these, right? A general split for you to start to focus on is, out of all the calories you're supposed to be eating today, get 25 to 30% of it from protein. Fat, same thing. Carbs, 35 to 40%. Now, the less active you are, the less carbohydrates you're probably going to need. So this is just a general rule of thumb. You can always change it as you go based off your body type. based off your activity level, based off what you're actually doing for your fitness, right? If you're just walking and not doing any strength training, you probably need less carbohydrates than the person that's strength training 3 times a week, okay? Now micros, what are micros? Micros are vitamins, which I'm sure you've heard of, minerals, and water. Make sure you're getting enough of those. If you're getting enough of these, chances are you're pretty much set to go with those, assuming that you're eating good quality foods. If you're doing this and eating pizza, you're probably not doing this very well. Okay, now, why are these so important? Well, these guys help with your metabolism. Okay, now metabolism, which I'm sure you've heard of, basically is how well and how efficient your body burns energy. If you have a really slow metabolism, it's not going to burn very much. So if you want to bump that up, increase the quality of macronutrients that you're eating, which will help increase your vitamin and mineral absorption, which will help you improve your metabolism. Water also will help you absorb vitamins and minerals more effectively. Okay, I don't want to get too nitty and too gritty with the micronutrients because I can go into a long tangent. Maybe I'll do a video on that later. Now here comes the timing and the style. I get a lot of questions pretty much on a daily basis from hundreds of people that ask, John, should I do intermittent fasting? I'm trying to lose weight. I want to look good in a bikini this summer. Should I do a paleo diet? Things like that. Look, you should do something that you can stick to. If you don't want to eat a breakfast, if you feel sick when you do eat a breakfast, if you don't have time to eat a breakfast, then don't eat a breakfast. It doesn't really matter for a fat loss goal. If you're a bodybuilder or a bikini competitor and you're trying to get ready for a show, it does matter. If you're trying to lose 20, 30, 50, 120, 200 pounds, doesn't matter really. And it's really going to focus more on these 3 things. Timing, just do this however you can. I don't care if you eat 3 big meals. I don't care if you eat 6 small ones. I don't care if you don't like carbohydrates, then don't eat carbohydrates, as long as you can have enough energy and you can sustain that for the next 60 years. The general rule of thumb is if you can't do it for 60 days, you probably shouldn't do it at all because you can't sustain it. And I want you to lose weight just as much as I want myself to lose weight. And if you can't lose weight and keep it off forever, we're doing something a little bit wrong. I want you to lose weight, you want to lose weight, but we don't want you to have to lose weight more than once. So if you want to sustain your results, you have to do something that you can maintain. So if you don't like intermittent fasting and you like eating breakfast, then don't try to do intermittent fasting. It's not for you and it's not going to work for you long term. So style, whatever fits your boat, whatever fits your schedule. Timing, like a lot of people say, hey John, should I do a post-workout like protein shake? Should I do like a pre-workout? When should I be eating? Like I said, if you're trying to do a fat loss goal and you got 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 120 pounds to lose, it doesn't matter. Shh, don't tell anybody, because everybody's going to tell you that it matters. Everybody, shh, don't tell anybody. This is the stuff that nobody wants you to know. This is the stuff that big corporations are going to argue to the death on. This is the stuff that the fitness gurus out there that have giant shoulders that probably aren't too natural and have bikini bodies that live year-round with those bikini bodies that are lying to you are going to argue against. If you want to maintain healthy, good-looking body compositions all year round, all you have to do is do this in order. That's it. The girl on Instagram who takes a bunch of pictures when they look their best and then dishes them out to you guys throughout the entire year but goes back to looking normal is not going to be the person that you want to look up to. All you have to do is follow this stuff. The supplement industry is going to lie to you. Kashi is going to lie to you because they're going to say their cereal is super healthy for you, but in reality it has more carbohydrates than a bagel. And all you have to understand is just stay within your calorie deficit, balance out your macronutrients, make sure you're getting enough vitamins and minerals. If you're not, take a multivitamin. And if you're trying to get so consumed about timing and styles, don't be. Don't overconsume yourself with complicated issues. A general rule of thumb is KISS, K-I-S-S. Keep it super simple. Okay, if you're not keeping it super simple, you're probably not seeing the results you want. Because this is not a complicated game. It's actually very simple. It's just not easy because it takes a lot of consistency. But it's simple because all you have to do is do this. And that's kind of reassuring because if you don't like eating 6 meals a day, it would kind of suck if it was required, wouldn't it? You can't lose weight because you don't want to eat 6 meals a day. Well, shit. You know, now I have to change my whole lifestyle just to eat 6 meals a day. You don't have to do that. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't worry so much about this one. And then really, don't worry so much about this one. A lot of people get confused about the supplement industry, and rightly so, because there's a lot of garbage out there. If you have questions about what's a good supplement for me to take, shoot me a comment in the comments below, and I will be happy to teach you a little bit more about that. Maybe I'll do another video on that, and kind of educate you on what supplements are good, what supplements are not so great. But supplements matter the least out of all of these 5 things, okay? Because these are in order. If you're doing this and doing that, and you don't need a supplement, then you don't have to take one. If you're doing this, but you can't get enough protein into your diet, then take a protein supplement. If you're doing this and doing this, but you still can't get enough vitamins and minerals in for the day, then take a multivitamin. This is dictated on what's going wrong here, and if you've done everything you can to try to fix it, but you just can't get there, then this fills in the gap. It's called a supplement for a reason. If you're trying to rely on the 21-day fat loss program that Advocare has, you're going to be severely disappointed on day 22 when you have no idea what to do. What are you going to do? Do the 21-day fat loss challenge for the rest of your life? Probably not, right? If you're relying on Herbalife to give you the hookup, to give you that, you know, to take you from 60 pounds overweight to where you want to be, you're going to be disappointed because it doesn't teach you how to do any of the stuff that's required for you to keep the weight off. It'll help you lose weight because you're not going to be eating anything, you're just going to be drinking liquid. But what happens if you stop drinking liquid? What are you supposed to do? Because I don't know, because you didn't take the proper steps. So in order of importance, calories in versus calories out will always dominate. The research still proves that anatomically, scientifically, and mathematically it has to happen. If you eat less, move more, you will lose weight. Now, if you want to improve your metabolism so you can maximize your fat loss results, you want to make sure your macros are balanced and your micros are nice and high. In other words, eat a little bit of proteins, fats, and carbs, and eat good quality food. Okay? Could you do it eating Twinkies? Technically, yes, but you're missing the point. Meal timing, unless you're a bodybuilder, a physique competitor, a bikini competitor, an athlete, what are some other stuff? That's pretty much it. CrossFitter, something which is a sport too. Unless you're one of those types of people, meal timing isn't really a big importance. It really isn't. Just get your calories in and get your macros in and get the quality of food that you know you're supposed to be eating. Okay? Supplements is a last resort if you can't do these and you've tried everything you can to do it. If you're still not eating enough calories, then take a protein shake to kind of up your calories. If you're eating too many calories, then take a protein shake to limit your calories, because if you take the proper protein shake, they're relatively low in calories and it can help control your appetite. Like I said, if you're not eating enough vitamins and minerals, then take a multivitamin to fill in the gaps. But this should not be the tool that you use, that you rely on in order for you to get results. You got to put the hard work in prior to. It's not complicated. It just takes consistency and dedication. It's very, very simple. Okay? I hope I didn't overcomplicate it for you, because that would kind of defeat the purpose. But moral of the story: follow this reverse pyramid in order. Find out what your macros. Find out how many calories you should be eating. Balance those macros out with a 40-30-30 split. Eat quality food. Don't worry about your meal timing or the style, whatever you can stick to. And supplements are a way for you to fill in the gaps. Now, if you want to know how many calories you should be eating, a general rule of thumb, this is a general rule of thumb, if you weigh 250 pounds and you want to weigh 200 pounds, you would take your goal weight of 200, times it by 12, and that's roughly how many calories you should be having every day to lose a pound a week. If you want to turn it into 1.5 pounds, closer to 2, you would just multiply it by 11. Okay, so what is that? 24 to 2,200 calories, 22 to 2,400 calories. If you did that, you would lose anywhere between 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. Now that's rough, right? If you're really curious, you can use a calorie counter. There's calculators all over the internet. Just type in calorie calculator and it'll pop up and it'll be able to tell you. You can go to my blog at fitnesstrainerjohn.com/blog and you can look up a calorie counter and calorie calculator there. Or you can go to like myfitnesspal.com food log and that will also tell you how many calories you should be eating. Any of those options are great. I just do this one because I've been doing it for 13 years. I know exactly how many calories I'm supposed to be having. So I hope that helps you. I just kind of created this channel because enough people were asking me to create more content to help you guys. And so if you would do me a solid, do me a favor, just comment below on if this helped you, if it didn't help you, or if you need more information, just put it in the comments below. I would really appreciate a like or a share or something like that. And I will do my very, very best to continue to help you as much as I possibly can on your fat loss and muscle strengthening journey. All right, I love you guys. Talk to you soon.